Hello everyone! My last video about PCR tests in Seychelles has been quite a bomb. I received a lot of reviews, a lot of comments, and thank you very much for that. There have been people who understood my message. There were people very aggressively sending me messages and blaming in creating a bad reputation for Seychelles. But I want to tell you, dear people of Seychelles, just take 15 seconds and look how much fun I had in your country. Now, do you think I would want to make it look bad? Because I believe I'm a pretty fair person, I would like to inform all the tourists that are planning their trip to Seychelles that situation is changing.
Hooray!
Since May, when we were there, a couple of my friends has gone already to Seychelles, and I also made some research because I've been interested in this topic. So now I'm gonna give you some updates that will help you in your future travels. So, topics that I'm going to cover in this video. First, what's the new COVID situation in Seychelles? Second, basic info you need to know before going to Seychelles. Third, how convenient it is to book a PCR test. Fourth, why private clinics? And the last one, how much does it cost? For those who didn't watch my previous video. Let's go! Of course, COVID in Seychelles is still present, like all over the world, but according to the Seychelles Department of Health data source, it's decreasing, with 25 new cases each day. This is 6% of the highest peak, the daily average reported on May 13th. That's approximately when we were in Seychelles. There are some restrictions for certain countries, but this you can read online because it's changing daily. No quarantine is required for visitors in Seychelles. Online health authorization is required before boarding the flights to Seychelles. All visitors, including infants and children, no matter if you have vaccination or not, are required to have a PCR test to enter the country. So now, when you enjoyed all the beautiful islands of Seychelles, it's time to get a COVID test to return back home. As you remember, if you watched my video, if you did not, please check it right now here, we had a false positive test because we have chosen a local clinic. So apparently, and thank you very much Renaud for your very useful comment, you can book a PCR test through the island authorization system. This is the app where every tourist needs to register in when entering Seychelles. Once you are registered in travel authorization application, you need to enter, click on your application, click health tests, purchase COVID tests, and here you're being forwarded to Seychelles Medical Services where you can book your PCR tests online. When you scroll down, you can also see they have an antigen test, you save and proceed. Very easy. And surprisingly, that was the clinic where we've got our second negative test, the right one, the properly done test. As you remember in my previous video, I suggested using private clinics instead of local. And here is why. And very important for most of the tourists that you can book your PCR test at any time of the day. You can book your test, and employees of Seychelles Medical Center can come to any place you are in. Hotel, guest houses, villas, any private place. And happy goes banana, you can continue drinking your margarita and laying on the beach till the rest of your vacation. Location, another important point. You can find Seychelles Medical Services pretty much in all touristic islands of Seychelles. You can find it in Digue, in a private lounge of the Digue Island Lodge. There are 4 locations all over the island in Mahe. There are 2 locations in Praslin Island, Silhouette Island, and St. Anne Island. For more information, you can always go to Seychelles Medical Services website and get more details. Oh, and by the way, they also have 24/7 services in the airport of Seychelles. The next very crucial point for us is that this place is trustable. And I know that for sure because the first test that we've done was in the public hospital, not with the best hygiene. At the end, we've got the false positive test. In Seychelles Medical Services, when we went for the second test, it was clean, people were friendly. After some time, I read more information about them. They have one of the modern technologies. It's the best place for PCRs right now in Seychelles. Before we get to the prices, which is a pretty important topic as well, I would like to remind you, if you remember at the beginning of the video, I told you that some of my friends went to Seychelles after us, and with all my advices, I asked them to make some videos of the clinic. So let's see how good my agent 007 worked. Here in Mahe, in Seychelles International Airport, you can see signs showing you the way to the Seychelles Medical Services Lab. But let my friend show you the way. Seychelles Medical Services Airport office is located in the Payanki CIP Lounge, just above the check-in counters. You can have your test in a private lounge overlooking the international runway, which you will see shortly.
Yes, ma'am. Please come and follow me to the PCR desk center, please.
As you can see, it's a pretty nice, calm, and clean place.
Thank you. Please have a seat. Enjoy.
And here are the views. Looks good, right? But I also want to show you the Seychelles Medical Services testing lab in Eden, where we had our test done. And here's actually the picture of my husband there. I was sending it to my mom that night when I thought I'm gonna be stuck in Seychelles for a while. So this is the place, which is located on Digue Island in Mahe, in a blue building in between the Bravo and Boardwalk restaurants. Let's walk in. Once inside the building, you need to get to the second floor. Oh, the view. This view I personally like more than the airport one. The lab is overlooking to the yachts on Digue Island Marina. Well, I think it's clear. The labs are pretty nice. But let's get to the prices. The prices offered by Seychelles Medical Services are very competitive, both locally and internationally. In fact, locally they are the cheapest. Prices start from 105 euros for 24 hours PCR test and 35 euros for antigen tests. If you want your PCR test done faster, you can pay extra and get it done in 2-4 hours. Young kids get their PCR tests for free. Let's agree, it's pretty nice that you can get your test in any place you want, anytime you want, 24/7. They're pretty flexible and it's easy to book. And whether your plan good or bad, there is always choice for everyone. I think I've covered pretty much everything. And if you ever get a chance to visit Seychelles Medical Services and get COVID tests from these places, please don't hesitate to write your reviews, your comments. I'll be happy to hear from you. And I would be very happy if you can press like and subscribe on my channel for all this useful information I'm giving you and preparing for you. Have a good vacation.